Very all-round and very competent and tight-knit kind of performance. That must be exactly what you want from your first game at a World Cup.
Yeah, really good start from the boys. I thought we bowled really well. We got new ball wickets, and we really set them back up front. Which slowed their momentum. And quite fortunate for us, we were able to keep picking wickets up. And they never recovered from the position that they were in at the very beginning. I think when we batted, it was a clinical performance as well. Obviously started nicely by Chris. He put the accelerator on them, and well supported by Puran in the very end.
Was that a premeditated sort of tactic to go at Pakistan with the short ball, or was that something that Andre Russell just picked up on and went with when he came onto bowl?
I think our style is just to be aggressive. We just want to be aggressive with whoever we're playing against. It's just something that we need to do in order to pick up wickets. I think with the nature of the modern day game, if you're not picking wickets up, throughout the innings, you're going to struggle to contain teams. So we just want to be aggressive, even if we give up a few runs up front, trying to get wickets. But one of the things we've spoken about in the recent past is just trying to have that mindset to take wickets, because if you're not taking wickets, you're going to struggle.
Jason, you spoke about aggression, and Andre showed that really nicely in that 3-0 spell. Can you talk about that spell, and also is Andre fit enough after he limped off?
Yeah, the spell was an impactful spell, obviously. It started the slide for Pakistan, and he's one of those players that runs in and gives it his all. He's a lot of force going through his body, and he's one of those players that he will give you 110% every time he steps up to the plate. He will limped off the field, so we're just obviously going to monitor him over the next few days and see how he pulls up for our second encounter against Australia.
You bowled in and out for about 110 in St Lucia a few months ago with quite a similar style of bowling. Did today remind you of that in some ways, with lots of short balls and so on?
Yeah, as I said before, we just want to remain aggressive. I think every single team in the competition is going to be looking to pick up wickets throughout the entire innings. It's been a common trend. If you don't get wickets continuously going throughout the innings, you're going to struggle to contain teams at the very back end. So it's something you have to do. Whether it be through wrist spin, which is a way a lot of teams have gone, or whether it be through good fast bowling, which is the direction which we've been going in.
Ocean Thomas was brilliant today. So is this like something of a new discovery coming into this tournament? 4 wickets today.
Yeah, he's been excellent. It's the last one day game he got 5 wickets, and then he comes and follows it up with 4 wickets. Here today, and it's great to see him running in and bowling fast. That's one thing we ask of him, and just to be aggressive in those middle overs, as I said before. And he's working out quite nicely for us. It's just a matter for us to be consistent with it, and at times not get carried away with it in terms of overdoing it. But yeah, credit to him. He's been outstanding so far, and he's definitely created buzz throughout the entire team.
Hi Jason, just wondered if you could expand on Andre's injury. What's actually the problem?
I myself am not 100% sure what's actually going on with Andre. As I said, we've got 5 days before our next game, so we'll just assess him over the next few days and we'll see what happens.
Okay, and the same question about Chris, because he
same thing. After the game, I was eating and what's not, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with Chris as well too. But the mere fact he sent the physio back off the field, is promising signs as well too. So again, we've got 5 days to see how he pulls up in the next couple of days.
You've come into the tournament almost off the radar. Nobody's really given your team a chance of winning the tournament. How far do you think you can go, and does that work in your favour?
Look, I'm not thinking too far ahead. We've got Australia in the next encounter. As I said to the guys, we've got a long tournament here. It's just a matter for us to take it game by game. I'm not getting ahead of myself. We just want to be consistent. The only thing we can focus on and control is cricket. We've got 3 departments to make sure we're clinical in terms of our batting, bowling and fielding, and I just want us to be the best we can in terms of performing the roles for the team.
Was net run rate on your minds in the chase, because that could be a tiebreaker?
It wasn't on my mind.
Jason, Sarfraz, the Pakistan captain, was in here just now when we asked what went so wrong. He said the toss was very, very important, to the way the game unfolded. Did you feel that way going to the toss? Did you think, my goodness, I've got to get this right, or is that an over-exaggeration?
Well, with me, when it comes to tosses, I've had no luck, so I've lost quite a few tosses that I wanted to win. So I was neither here nor there with the toss. We chose to bowl obviously with the overhead conditions and a fresh wicket as well too. So we've got 4 fast bowlers in our lineup, so we just wanted to exploit that early as possible. And in the modern day game as well too, with these kind of fields, you tend to back yourself chasing with such a deep batting lineup and so much power at the back end of your innings as well too. So Yeah, it worked out for us nicely today. You know, hopefully we can continue playing some really good cricket.
Jason, just the discipline with which the bowlers executed the short ball early on, just how impressed were you with that, and how much of that was planned for specific batsmen or just a general plan, I guess?
Look, as normal when we start any campaign, you know, we always have team meetings, you know, we go through the players from the opposition and just trying to formulate our plans. As I said, generally, we've got a general team plan is to be aggressive. You know, we get a lot of short balls in the nets as well too, so it's good to see a lot of short balls transcending from the nets onto the field of play. So, yeah, again, we would just go through batters like normal, and we just try to work out tactics to each batter. Yeah, I was pleased with the discipline, you know, outside the aggression, you know, we need to be following up our deliveries and building overs quite nicely. So one of the things we always harp on about in the dressing room is what are we bowling outside of the aggressive balls, whether it be a short ball or, you know, if you're going up there for Yorker, whatever it may be, you know, you've got to follow out with some other delivery. So it's just about stacking overs nicely together and you know, building for some pressure.
Just in today's performance, remarkable use of the short pitch deliveries against Pakistan. Are you looking for further matches, same strategy, or would you change?
I guess it depends on the players.
Short pitch deliveries against the batsman, as you have used against Pakistan today. So in the next match, it will be the same strategy?
Yeah, again, it depends on the players. You know, as I said before, we sit down and we plan for each player in the batting lineup. So if it is that we feel a batsman is a bit susceptible to a short ball, well, then we'll use a short ball. If not, we've got to find other options.
Sarfraz didn't use it as an excuse, but he did mention that 10:30 toss, which means the ball will do for 1.5 hours. He didn't say it as an excuse, but he said that 10:30 means the toss will be very, very crucial. So how do you see this 10:30 a.m. start, and you think you know, is going to play a role in the tournament going ahead?
Well, that's the time that the cricket's supposed to start, and I can't control that. You know, toss is 50-50 as well too. I can't have full control over that either. So I mean, at the end of the day.
He was not about this match. He was just looking at the tournament as a whole, and he was saying.
I don't think so. You know, it's cricket. Cricket has to be played. You know, it's set that the cricket starts at 10:30, and as I said before, it's a 50-50 toss. You know, whether you bat ball in the first half of the game, you know, you've got to look to do it and do it well.
Thanks, Captain. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.